Lead me in, baby.
Okay, baby. Oh, and I'm hot. Hello.
You came in hot on yourself.
What's up, world?
Oh.
So,
Hi.
I hear you want to talk about the starfish, and not the starfish everybody's mind's going to go to.
No.
But if I open it this way,
Yeah.
then
You want to see my starfish?
then the clips that are going to come out of
Yeah.
the starfish.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Okay, so before we get too far.
Hashtag starfish.
No, babe, you're doing it wrong. Hashtag.
Oh, whatever.
Hashtag. Not. We're not scissoring. No, it's
scissor the
hashtag.
starfish.
No. I mean, you
Gross.
could, but before we get too far, I do want to say, please like, subscribe, follow, listen, watch, do all of the amazing things. We are super grateful for you. And the tail end of the last podcast we were watching sparked the story of this award that you have seen for quite a while.
Yes.
And never got the story on that. Yeah. Let's see where it starts.
Okay.
Where it goes. So yeah.
So tell me about the starfish.
So the show me your starfish.
That's on a different channel.
Yeah, we haven't.
You have to subscribe to that one.
Yeah, we haven't released the name of that one yet. But
people be looking.
People be looking. That's all I need.
They got the starfish. It's probably called starfish.
It's probably called starfish. It's probably called just the starfish wink at me. People be weird, yo. Okay.
Yeah, it's got the Nair video in it. Can't unsee that, can you? It's burning your retina.
Especially at the. Stop. So I've met an amazing group of people when I was at the electrical company, and we had our database. We had an in-house server and managed all of our data. This was back before the cloud. And we managed everything on an in-house server. Super expensive, static IP addresses, network. I mean, it was so expensive. I mean,
it is expensive to do
we
that.
had it was $10,000 to do that server. And then anytime anybody went down, it was bad.
Everything went down.
Everything went down. Yeah. And so,
there's no backing that up.
No, there's
and
not.
Then when somebody takes over, there's no retrieving any of it.
We're going to get there. So we had a guy go into our server, and I guess it wasn't secure enough, whatever. And he was in Dubai, and he completely locked us out of it. And he was like, hey, give me $6,000 and I'll unlock your server. And I was like, I am a veteran and I don't negotiate with terrorists, foreign or domestic. I walked my little happy ass back to the server and unplugged it and was like, fuck you, I'll figure it out, but I ain't paying you a goddamn dime.
Yep.
So that's exactly what happened. And my dad agreed. He was like, not that we had the money at the time. The business was not doing well by any means. And I mean, at that point in time, the business, I don't know what the profit was, but for the year, the business was only making $200,000.
That's gross revenue.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah. So it was not doing well. And I was like, I don't know what to do. So I was like, I need to find a dispatching software. Like that was my goal, because we had lost everything. We were going to start over.
Yeah.
There was no going in, working around. And then we had an IT guy come by and pick up the server. And I was like, dude, like,
server's gone.
Yeah. Like, I don't know what to do. And he was like, just let me give it a try, And so,
and then you're going to pay that guy.
Oh, and we did. But I would much rather pay him to see if it's possible than a fucking terrorist on the other side of the world.
Yeah.
Fuck you. And so we paid him, and he was like, yeah, no, I can't do anything. It's done.
Boy, have I been there before.
It's done. So we lost everything in the business.
Everything.
I'm talking.
Look, hang on. Everything.
Was gone. It was gone. And we had nothing. So we're talking database. We're talking phone numbers, service addresses,
Everything.
history, all of it.
All
I mean,
clients.
years of business. I mean, I'm talking for probably 12 years of business
That's a lot.
was gone. And just blew my mind that that was even a thing. And businesses at that point in time weren't trusting the cloud. They didn't.
What
You were,
year was this?
oh man,
Sorry.
16 maybe, 15,
Really?
15, 16. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
This happened to me probably 18 or 19.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this was 15 or 16 because we were doing it. You were either doing shit like we were doing it, like, and you had enough money and enough gall to do everything in-house server, or you were doing paper invoices.
Yeah,
But you weren't
paper didn't work for me.
but you weren't doing the cloud. That didn't exist yet. So
So my business background is I've got to have 3 copies of everything in 3 different places.
yeah, I understand.
I just don't trust people. I don't trust, honestly, even electronics,
Right.
um, to
Or
hold
hackers.
that information.
Mm-hmm.
Not that I didn't put my trust into a complete server room, because I did, and then this happened to me as well.
Yeah.
But if it wasn't for my mentality and having these things backed up on other places,
Yeah.
I would have lost everything too.
Yeah. We did.
So
There was no
luckily,
backup.
luckily I backed up in 3 different places and the server.
Yeah. That wasn't a thing.
Like the whole office worked off of the server,
Uh-huh.
but anything with super importance, like real contracts, real clients, real like QuickBook data backups,
Yeah.
lived on an external hard drive
Yeah.
or in Dropbox
Mm-hmm.
or on my desktop.
On all at the same time.
No, they did.
Yeah.
And on the server,
Yeah.
because the server is not going to communicate to an external hard drive if I have it backed up and unplugged.
Right. Which is the whole point. Like you do your backup and you unplug it. So that we didn't do that. I wasn't smart enough. I didn't know. Mike was not. That's
It's
not
not
his thing.
and
So
it's not about being smart enough either. I want to stress this to people, because a lot of people operate their businesses this way.
mhm,
It's just I had been screwed over so many times to the point where I was like,
black and white everything.
Everything,
Mm-hmm.
everything,
Everything.
everything,
Everything.
ever,
Everything.
everything.
Everything. Hope y'all called
Cat
that.
Williams,
So
he's funny.
So I went on the hunt for a dispatch software that needed to be less expensive, and it needed to be cloud based, and it needed to be something easy that the older generation could understand.
Yes.
And so I was behind my desktop in 2016 trying to find dispatch softwares, and I had a God-given light bulb moment where I wasn't finding anything. I had test drove probably 8 softwares at this point, and I was like, there ain't no fucking way. Mike's not going to know any of this shit. And if I can't get him to use it, there's no fucking point in me even trying to start loading information into it. There's no point. So I was like, you know what? Maybe I am looking, maybe
I'm gonna
I'm,
bite my tongue.
yeah, I see you. Maybe I'm looking for this dispatch software the wrong way. So I got my phone out and I typed in dispatch software into the app store on my Apple device, and House Call Pro popped.
Yeah.
And so I was like, ooh, okay, let me look up what's their desktop version look like. And then they had a Facebook group. And I was like, I'm going to join that Facebook group. And honestly, what grew the electric company was being a part of that Facebook community and everything. And I sat back and watched for a really long time. And I was like, whatever people are doing, I'm going to try it. Whatever feature House Call Pros got, I'm going to turn it on. I don't care. Obviously, they know way more than I know, and I am willing to do whatever it is that they're doing.
All right. So to that, in business, you cannot know it all.
No.
You can think that you know it all, and if you are that person that thinks they know it all,
Come have a seat with us. I'd love to know.
Not just that, you have to delegate things to people
You do.
that know exactly what they perform on.
Yes.
It's no different than your client, if you're in the trades, hiring you as a trade person for your expertise.
Yes.
So, as a business owner, you should be hiring an IT specialist. You should be hiring a CRM company. You should be hiring a supplemental company if you're doing insurance work. You should be hiring these things out that you don't know how to do, and
Right.
don't be trying to reinvent the wheel. It's already invented.
Yeah.
Let somebody else that's already been through all of those struggles
Right.
help you
Yep.
and pay for it, because
Right.
if you pay for it, man, are you going to benefit from it.
Hell yeah. So we signed on, got the apps installed. I started loading data. I started watching this Facebook community. And apparently, this Facebook community was also watching me. And I thought, like, that was kind of weird.
And
I hadn't,
honey, you don't think anybody watches you,
I
and the
don't.
entire world
I
watches you.
don't. I don't. And I think it's very odd because I'm just a normal person and I'm very humbled in that. And that I'm going to leave it at
You
that.
are very humble in that, and I love you for that,
Thank you.
because your head is not this big, and it doesn't ever grow any further.
No.
It really doesn't. Your head doesn't explode because you had a aha moment, or something large happened and took you from this level to the next level, or whatever it is. It doesn't really matter. You still stay true to yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. And the fact that I am just an average person
We
who,
are so everybody's just people.
yes,
I've been in front of celebrities. I've worked in celebrities' homes. I've worked in athletes' homes. I've worked
yeah.
in Troy Aikman's homes. I've worked in Michael Young's homes. I've worked in
Didn't you
football
do a
player.
hockey player too? Was there
Um,
hockey?
I don't
You don't
I
think
don't
so?
think so.
Maybe it's somebody else.
Football, baseball players.
The DFW area is full of athletes to that
Yeah.
aspect as well, though.
And my demographic was that.
Yeah.
I worked in Highland Park, University Park, Park Cities, where these people are residing.
Money, 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 money.
I mean, yeah, I'm talking, anywhere from a 10 million to a $45 million property.
Yeah, Texas has got some of those. It ain't just for Cali.
So I don't know where I was going with that, but there are these people that you're going to run across, and they are just people, and you should be able to talk to them as they are just people.
Yep.
Granted, there are some, and one of those people that they just they'll disregard you as a person, and
Yeah.
they hold themselves up on a pedestal.
Yeah.
However, I want to come back to you and say that you are not that way at all.
Thank you. I
And everyone should be humbled in the fact that they started somewhere and now they're here, and they should not treat people differently.
right, which is why like I don't want people to feel like I'm bragging when I share my story or the things that I've done or the volunteer work that I've done or the projects that I've taken on to raise money for or gifts or
You do
whatever.
that because you're genuine.
Thank you. And honestly, my true belief of myself is that if I can do it, anybody can do it because I am just a very simple person who works hard and nobody can be harder on me than me. Nobody believes I'm a bigger failure than I am. And I am just a hardworking mom who loves my fiance, who loves my kids, and I want nothing more than to be able to provide a very decent life for them. And I want to be able to provide a very decent life for myself. And I don't want to go to bed at night thinking that I could have helped somebody instead of stepping on somebody.
Yeah,
And you tell me a lot of times like stop. You're doing like I under promise and over deliver.
you do.
And I live by that motto. And so I don't oversell myself.
No, you give too much sometimes,
Yeah, I do.
and you let people take more from you than you should.
I do. To a fault. Very much. Yeah.
Not saying that I'm dogging on you for
I
it.
don't feel like you are.
Yeah, it's just
And
I'm
I
po-
know it
I'm
about
I'm
myself.
just pointing it out that you let people you let people push that boundary, and I don't.
You
And that's
don't.
where I come in and play.
You hold the line for me because then I just let people walk all over me and my feelings get hurt.
I play interference
You do.
for you.
And you have really, and I think because of that, it's allowed my heart to heal a lot. And I very much am appreciative of that. And I'm very much aware. But at the same time, you're not doing it because you want to change who I am. You want to keep me for who I am. And you know that in order to do that, you have to play that role in my life.
I have to put some protection out there, and
Yes.
I really I do it because I'm not going to allow people to continue to walk on you,
Right.
even though you're willing to keep moving forward with certain people.
Yes.
I'm not also trying to create a barrier in that relationship for you
I know.
as much as I am trying to protect all of the hard work and effort that you put into something,
Yes.
and then that other person expecting it for nothing,
Yes.
because we pay for everything.
Yes.
If we go out and we ask somebody to do something for us,
Mm-hmm.
we have the expectation internally that we're going to pay for it.
Yeah.
We don't expect anything for free.
No. Like, so to that point, like my tattoo artist like went in and touched up a tattoo and he's like, no, I'm good. And I'm like, no, you're not. That needle costed money. That ink costed money. Those gloves costed money. Those paper towels costed money. No, no, no. No, sir. That no, whether you think it's a tip or I'm paying for services, whatever, like, no, I'm not expecting this for free. This, all of this costs money, much less your time.
Yeah.
I'm, no, nope. Yeah.
The time alone, yeah.
For setup, like, and
The
then,
materials probably are minimum cost, but the time alone that someone takes out of their day to put you on their schedule,
yes.
block that part of their day out.
Yeah.
They have plans in that timeline of that day,
Yeah.
and you may run over the timeline, which it happens,
Yeah.
and it gets into their time. But because of the relationship, and and to a flaw, he's the same way, right?
Mm-hmm.
He was willing to do it for nothing because he
Yeah.
felt like, and we tipped him fairly well on the
Yes.
first round.
Yes.
And I feel like that's probably why, but you
I'm just saying that's the
I don't
most
know that
recent thing that's
I
happened.
don't know the easiest way to like convey this to people, but if you're asking someone for something and you truly want to buy their product or buy what they're selling to you and you believe in it and they're charging you a reasonable price and they're not gouging you and they do a fantastic job and the conversation's great and the entire just atmosphere is just spot on, why would you not tip them?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I don't
Why
know.
would you not take the extra step to go, here's an extra $50. I really appreciate like
X, Y, and Z.
I really appreciate what you did.
Mm-hmm.
And you didn't, because I here's the deal. We both have tattoos,
Yes.
right? I've paid ungodly amounts. I've paid minimum amounts for tattoos. And I believe that it's that person's discretion to charge what they want for their time. But
It's your discretion to decide what to tip.
I also believe that people don't value themselves enough
No, they don't.
for what they do. And so I'll even go as far as to say, from an electrical contractor perspective, if you are a business owner and you're in the electrical trade, you should be charging anywhere from $200 to $250 an hour for a two-man crew to roll the truck.
Yes. Yep.
Okay. If you're not, that's on you.
Yeah.
If you are in an HVAC trade, you probably need to be around the same. I don't know what all the other trades cost, but I can tell you electrical trade. I can tell you that every trade is going to be different,
Yeah.
but you should study your trade and you should study your competition.
There's different formulas that you can do because I was responsible for doing what you're actually talking about at the last electrical company. I was actually that's what I did is I broke everything down for cost of doing business is what it is. And you're able if you put in correctly all of your overhead, all I'm talking all the way down to paid time off, to your electric bill, to your internet bill, like you cover everything and you break it down.
The person answering the phone
Yes.
that's on call,
Yes.
the guy that's on call.
Yes. I'm here to tell you that if you put everything in correctly, you will be able to tell what it costs you to run your business by the hour, and then you'll be able to tell by the minute what it costs you to run your business, and you are going to be both surprised and very disappointed
You're going to learn really fast that you lost money every day.
every day. Yep. And it
And then
makes
you're going to be pissed.
yes. So, I challenge you to find a business coach, and this is going off topic from what I wanted to talk about, but find yourself a business coach.
By the way,
There
business coach.
there are several like Jason, there are several out there industry based. If there's if you want someone specifically in HVAC or you want some specifically in plumbing or whatever or electrical,
And by
like
the way, I can point you in those directions as well.
yes,
Like,
yeah,
and I don't mind. I won't charge for giving you the right direction to go in.
no, but there are but I highly challenge you to know what it costs to run your business at a bare minimum per hour. So you know what to charge. So you can break even. So
Yes.
you know what to and this even goes down to even put in hey, this is what my taxes are gonna cost. You literally get that detailed and it
You
hurts.
do.
It takes time, it's painful,
It
it
is
hurts,
painful.
but the number that you get at the end is so valuable.
And if you can accept that number and implement it,
Yep.
so you have to implement it
Yep.
because you can listen to a conversation and pay for it all day long. But if
Here's the deal with the number that I watched happen over and over and over and over again. They are not willing to charge that number because they do not believe they're worth it. That's the biggest challenge.
from the business owner,
Yep.
yeah. So I'm here to tell you the reason why they started their business 20, 30, 40 years ago.
Yeah, things are different.
And they believe that their customer base hasn't caught on to inflation for whatever fucking reason. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I don't know who's been to the grocery store lately. I don't know who's been to the doctor lately. I don't know
I
who's
gotta
been
make
out in public
I gotta
lately.
make sure I take a brown paper sack with me to check out so that when I have an anxiety attack, a panic attack at the checkout register, I can have
You
my
got
bag to
someone.
breathe into. Hyperventilate. It just hurts.
Honestly, it doesn't matter where you go, even if you're going out to eat,
Yeah. Yeah. It,
like anywhere. And I'll tell you, the food service industry, God, is it tanked?
yeah.
Like, just, oh, I'm not even going to dive off
That's
into that.
fine. That's fine. So, this goes back to the 2016 part, finding we needed to find a freaking software. And I found House Call Pro, start implementing it, join this Facebook group. They're apparently watching what I'm doing and the questions that I'm asking and all these things. Well, ultimately, they host their very first mastermind event in Dallas, Texas. And I received literally a thick, it was pretty thick, almost printed on cardboard, golden ticket to this event. I thought that was pretty cool. And it was a handwritten note, handwritten invitation. Like this software company was a startup and they were trying to get up off the ground.
Yeah.
And it was really, really cool what they did. They brought in, I think, more than half their staff at that time. And they put on this event and they were talking and everything. And this amazing woman, Alyssa, came up to me and she goes, "There she is, it's Jen." And I'm like, I have no idea who you are and
Who are
why do
you?
you and how the hell do you know me? And she's like, she is so beautiful. She's like, she's super thin, long, long brown hair. I'm 5 foot tall. So anybody over 5'2" is tall. And she's probably, I would say, anywhere from 5'9" to 5'11". And so when I look, I've got to look up to talk to her. And she gives me a hug, and I'm like hugging her tummy. Like, she's just that tall. She's the sweetest woman. And I got to talking to her, and she gave me some of her contact information, and we hung out afterwards. And it was just so eye-opening. And that's the same event where I met Robert.
Yeah.
And we all just formed this alliance together where it was like, dude, we're all struggling. We are all struggling. So I went to like I said, I went to that very first one, and I went home. And to that, one of the very first things they did is, like, I actually got to go up on stage that time because they were giving away what was called the Super Pro, which, if you're a Super Pro, you're utilizing most of the features inside of House Call Pro, if not all of them.
And you have access to beta.
Yes. And so you were test driving everything. And so they recognized all their Super Pros. And I was like, I didn't even know I was striving for that. I was just wanting to be good. Like, I just wanted more out of business. And I was like, oh shit, okay. And so then everybody at my table, because I went by myself, I knew no one there, which is very odd for me. If I don't know anybody, I'm probably not going to go. And so, but I went, and I was like, okay, let's do this. And so I was awkward. But I sat at one of the very first front tables, and I talked to people that had come in from Austin. I had talked to Robert, who had come in from Forney. And then at that event, I had met Cassie. She came in from Oklahoma. Like, they were from everywhere. And all we had in common was this software company based in San Diego, California. But we were all like, we were soaking it all up because we knew we needed to learn to get better. And then I went home, and Alyssa reached out to me, and we got to talking. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to bite the bullet. I think I know enough about business. I'd like to public speak. And so I was like, I'm just going to ask. I'm going to ask. I'm just going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. And I'm sitting outside because we were living in the camper at this time. And because they only did one event, and then I think they took a break, and then they planned a bunch more. But I guess at this point it was 2017. So 2018, 2019, 2020. Yeah, that's when it started. Okay. So we're living in the camper at the time. And I just remember sitting outside, and I'm like, I'm just going to shoot a message off to them. I'm going to ask. And they came back with that, we'd love to have you. I was like, holy shit. I jumped with 2 feet, and they said yes.
Yep.
I sent a message, and they're like, you are so relatable. You are so well spoken. We would love to have you. And I'm like, okay.
Uh-oh.
Okay. So I traveled all over to their masterminds, spoke on so many different topics, met so many different people through the trades, and all we had in common was this software company in San Diego, California. But they all looked to me, and at that point I was probably, I don't know how many years ago that was. I was still young. I mean, like
Yeah.
30s, like, still young. Like, I don't know what you know. Like, I'm here because I want to talk. Like, you tell me something. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
But they were like, no, you are a wealth of knowledge. And I'm like, okay, sure. And so I would tell everything I had. I mean, I'm not gatekeeping anything. And then I got invited to the next one, and the next one. The largest one I spoke at was in Vegas. Beautiful venue. And Alyssa came out to the location. We shot several different promo videos. There's a lady pro video that myself and the girls were in to talk about women in the trades. It's a big deal. And we were in the middle of building the barn dominium at that time. So I'm in a lot of their stuff. I um, I started their local pro meetups, which basically started just like little small chapters of, like, where I'd come in, and I would talk about, like, lead generation, website stuff, SEO, optimizations or workarounds in House Call Pro app. Like, I would give.
Sounds like some ideas about an app.
Yeah. And so I would
Sounds like your ideas about an app.
yeah. So I mean, I did a lot for them and growing. And it was really because of my following that I didn't know I had. that I didn't, honest to God, did not know I had. So, and then COVID hits, and then they stop traveling, which is totally understandable. And, now I'm out of the actual contractor business, not out of the world, not out of the contractor network, because I still talk to contractors all the time. And that's part of what I do social media management for now. But when I met Alyssa, she was like, "You are so amazing. You do, you work really hard on even just one person." And I was like, "Thank you." She goes, "Have you ever heard the Starfish Story?" And I'm like, "I have no idea what you're talking about, Alyssa." She was like, "Okay, cool." So she starts to tell me, and I've got the story pulled up, and that's what this award is. And so the Starfish Story goes, an old man was walking on the beach one morning after a storm, and in the distance he could see someone moving like a dancer. As he came closer, he saw that it was a young woman picking up starfish and gently throwing them into the ocean. The old man replies, "Young lady, why are you throwing starfish into the ocean?" And she replies, "The sun is up and the tide is going out, and if I don't throw them in, they will die." And he said, "But young lady, don't you realize that there are many miles of this beach and thousands of starfish? You can't possibly make a difference." The young woman listens politely, bends down, picks up another starfish, throws it into the ocean, and says, "Yeah, but I made a difference to that one." And that has stuck with me since that point. And so I truly felt like she was able to identify the way of which I live, which is, yeah, but I made a difference to that one. So I took, there was a Lady Pro event in November. I can't remember what year it was. And I printed the Starfish Story for everybody in attendance, all the women that were in attendance, so that they could leave with it, because I wanted to make a difference in, for just, even if it's just one.
Yeah.
And that's how I feel with our YouTube channel. And that's what reminded me to get this award out, is I've made this award and I've given it to women, and I gave it away for the very first time at that event to women who have made a difference to just one. Because that's all it takes. All you have to do to make a difference in the world is make a difference for one person. That's it. And so that's like how grateful I am. And the way that I look at this channel is that I just want to make a difference for one. And right now there's 40 people that have subscribed. So I'm thankful. And I hope, and not to go too deep, but that's ultimately is, I really just want to make a difference for one. So whether it's one of my stories, one of your stories, something about us that's relatable, I really hope we can make a difference for just one person.
I do believe we're going to make a difference for more than one person. I believe that enough people will tune in, they will watch, they will be more than relatable to our everyday life story,
Yeah.
plus also our business
Yeah.
or businesses.
Yeah.
And I believe they'll be reaching out for help,
I hope so.
and I believe we can guide them in certain directions.
Yeah.
And I'm very excited about this week. And we will be doing lives this week, even though you
Yeah.
guys won't see this content until next week.
Yeah. That's okay.
But the lives that we're going to be doing this week are trade related.
They are. I'm super excited.
So
Yep.
I think we have two
We
right
do.
now.
Yeah, we do. Yeah. One
In the
is,
short period of time that we've done this,
yeah.
uh, maybe we're 20 days in
Yeah.
at this point.
Yeah.
And to be 20 days in and have people reaching out already is humbling.
It is very humbling. It's very humbling. And so,
I don't feel like we're doing anything other than just coming in here and releasing and talking about our day and talking about our life and talking about what our struggles are, what we benefit from, what we're progressing in, and really how we dive into each other and dive into our family and dive
Yeah.
into our businesses.
Yeah.
And you know, I don't feel like we're unordinary people
No.
by any means. I
Mm-mm.
also don't feel like we hold ourselves high and mighty.
No. I've had a lot of failures in my life, and I have not lived a perfect life, and I have not lived with clean hands. So
Well,
I
but
know
to
that.
that, there's a lot of trial and error and
Mhm.
experience that goes along with all of that.
Mhm.
And there's a lot of wisdom that comes from that.
Yes.
So that gives us a really large upper hand, whether you realize it or not,
Yeah.
that we have experiences in traumatic events
Mhm.
that some people don't.
Right. And
Actually, probably a vast majority don't.
I wouldn't wish my traumatic events on anyone.
Hell no.
So, since we're sharing stories, if you want to put your camera on you, I'm going to pop out and grab what else I want to share with the world. I feel like tonight's kind of like show and tell.
What is that? Something else?
It's out there. I'm going to go get it.
Okay. So I'm not exactly sure what she's got in mind because a very spontaneous act that does not happen often. I guess we are all about to find out, which is fine, but we don't close or we don't close any doors. We don't hide anything from you all. This is very, very much genuine. And I just, I don't know what she's about to come off with. So I hope everyone's prepared.
I don't know if every so I'm back. That was
And
super
she's
fast. I'm back.
back.
I'm back. Okay. So I
Hang on.
my chair. Okay.
Are you situated?
Yeah, I think I am.
Okay.
Okay. So I I had thought this particular item or items had completely disappeared from my life. I didn't know it existed. I knew it existed, but I had thought that it had completely disappeared. So when I learned he's fine, he's fine. I already talked to yeah. Um, when I learned about this whatever. Uh, yeah. I don't even know. I'm just excited. I'm gonna wait for him to sit down because he's walking around. No, I'm waiting. I will wait. It's suspenseful. I thought I thought that this item was gone. And so I'm looking forward to taking and preserving this item and putting it on a display because it means a lot to me. There's a lot. I kind of almost want to cry looking. So, yeah, maybe. Makes me tear up. Yeah, you're good. Coke. Is that Coke Zero? Yeah. I like Coke Zero.
I'm trying to cut back on the sugar.
I don't blame you. Well, you know, pretty much everything I eat is sugar free. So, yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Yep.
I'm back.
Sugar free creamer, sugar free everything.
That's another part I enjoy about our studios. We have a refrigerator in here. We can close the door and close out the world, and
Yeah.
we have everything we need right here.
Yeah.
All right,
So
so
I'm gonna take.
dive in.
I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna move all this.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm gonna try and speak into the mic while I do this, but
And
and these.
what have those seen?
They've seen a lot, and they are mine.
Can I hold one?
Sure. I haven't put them on. I almost want to put them on. They're so old that the rubber on the bottom is probably super fragile.
Well, it's separated.
Yeah, super. But um, the toe mark is is rubbed on the left foot. Like,
And this side.
yeah. But these were my combat boots.
I want to be honest.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like you wore much on the bottom. I don't know if they're that durable.
They are. Well, I bought these legit right
I mean,
before.
I'll show the
I bought
camera.
these. I bought.
But I will say that at the same time, the rest of them definitely feel worn and broken. Like
Oh, yeah.
combat boots don't do this when you first put them on. They
No,
are
they
very
don't.
stiff.
Yeah. Yeah. So these were my boots. These are not the boots that they issued me in basic. So these are the boots that I bought after basic at Fort Hood, and I bought them because I wanted better boots. These are an upgrade, a little bit more money, and I bought them because I was deploying and I was going overseas and I wanted better boots. I wanted something that was going to breathe better, fit better, and
Be more comfortable.
be more comfortable. Yeah. So these boots,
Are made for walking. And that's just what they'll do.
yeah. So I want to preserve them and put them in a shadow box because they're a visual representation of just how fucking tough I am.
You are pretty strong. I mean,
And if I can wear these on my feet,
she's like a little fucking spider monkey. She come at you like a spider monkey. You better watch the fuck out.
yeah. I mean, I remember where,
She will choke your ass the fuck out. I don't care how big you are or how big you think you are. She's resilient and she will jump on you like a spider monkey and fuck you up.
yeah. So when I learned that these existed, I was blown away. 'Cause I really,
Today,
no, I learned about them a couple days ago, but I didn't think I'd ever get to put my hands on them again. And I can remember the feeling of putting them on and lacing them up. And I can remember the feeling of, I mean, because when you put them on, you cross them, you loop them again, and you tie them.
mm-hmm.
And that's a fast action, but that's how you tie your boots. And then with this part right here, some people take and they tuck their trouser, your boot trouser or your pant leg trouser underneath, or you had little rubber bands that you tucked your pant leg into. But there's a way you wear your uniform. But I can remember what it feels like to wear them on the plane to go to a war zone. I can remember what it feels like to have these on and lay in the sand and try and sight in your rifle because you're going to a war zone.
Yeah.
And so it's like it's a visual representation of I've done some shit that I thought I couldn't do. And
Why did you do that shit?
because a lot of people told me I couldn't or I shouldn't. So I did.
What happens when somebody tells you you can't do something?
I'm usually going to figure it out. So I'm excited. I'm probably going to get
Do
them.
you get a fire in you when somebody says you can't do something?
Sometimes. Depends on what it is. Depends on what it is.
So I see you're getting a little teared up.
I am.
Can you tell me what that's about?
This is all I have left of my military uniform. When I got out, we were pretty, I was made to believe we were pretty poor. And so all of my BDUs, my ACUs, battle dress uniform, that's what that stands for. I don't know what the ACU part stands for, but it's the same thing. I was made to sell, which soldiers will pick up uniforms cheap, used. Like it's a lot better than having to pay for them off base or on base or whatever. So we sold a bunch of my stuff. I mean, I have
Why?
a
Why?
why what?
Why sell them for cheap?
Because that's all that soldiers only have so much money. Like you're all poor. That's just you.
But you weren't.
But we
But you
weren't.
were made to believe that you were. But
Yeah,
so that's again, my question is, why get rid of something so cheap that's so valuable?
I don't know. I don't know the answer to that question because I wasn't So the only thing I've got left, I have a PT jacket, an Army PT jacket, which one of the kids has worn. I have an Army PT shirt. Um, I have my Class A's, but I don't have any ACUs or BDUs. And to me, like the ACUs are like, you or not your ACUs, but your Class A's, like it's a dress uniform. Like that's where you go, like you put
That's
that
your
on.
formality.
That's your formal stuff. Like that's not the stuff that you put on when you're working hard. And I wish I still had that uniform.
That's your work clothes.
Yeah, I really wish I still had it. So to have these and know the sands that they've walked through and everything else,
To me, that's that uniform that you're just describing is more important than your formals.
it is to me. It is.
I think it is to
So
every soldier.
I have, I have my original dog tags and I've got my
Where are they, by the way?
hang with my necklaces.
Okay.
Yeah. So I got my original dog tags and now I've got these. So I'm really excited. I think I'll probably hang my dog tags or put my dog tags with these. The other thing is that because I thought that boot's laced different. I know why. Shit. Um, so when you deploy, you put a dog tag in your boot. And this boot's laced different because my dog tag, and then you can see the crease from where the dog tag
I see it.
would have
And that
been.
was the first thing I noticed when you brought them in here.
Yeah.
And I know that's weird, but that's the first thing that I noticed
Yeah.
about the boots.
I don't mean to be a cry sad
You
bag.
don't have. It's. I don't think our audience is
It's
taking it that way,
no.
because of how raw and blunt we are
Yeah.
with our audience.
So I think I'll probably put together something because I really do want to display these just because I am proud of them. So, and
As you should be.
these are also the boots that I had on the day that I found out I was pregnant with Hannah.
You're a very strong and resilient woman.
Thank you.
For a man to sit here, I'm going to tell you right now, for a man to sit here in that chair that you're sitting in and tell a story that you're telling right now, probably could not even put words together.
Yeah.
The fact that you're sitting here able to speak the words speaks volume
Yeah.
just to who you are.
I thought they were gone. It's really cool that they're not. So I'd like to put it all together. I've got my
It's part of you. It's what made you who you are today.
yeah. So I'd like to put it all together. I can't. I just can't. Like there's just so many feelings and words. Um, I mean, yeah. And that they're still so well preserved. And like you said, I know they're not worn on the bottom, but
They're definitely worn. They're just not worn on the bottom. I don't know how that
I
is,
don't know how that is either. But
but they're very much broken in because when you get them, they're stiff as shit.
yeah.
I've seen
Well, they're
them,
made out of thick ass canvas, right?
yeah, and leather.
And leather, yeah.
Like I've seen them brand new, and I've seen them used, and those look like they've been on war ground.
A little bit. So I found out that I was pregnant with Hannah in Kuwait. I didn't make it to Iraq. And
Thank God.
yeah, I probably would have my personality, I probably would have gone full Rambo. Um, I like to run head on into whatever's happening in life. So I think God had a plan for me, which is also why the Starfish story means so much too, because it's like he had a plan. There's one person still out there that I'm supposed to help. There's one person I'm supposed to make a difference to.
Yep.
And I'll keep making a difference to one person at a time until that one person that I was put here on earth to make a difference to is met.
Yep.
So these boots mean a lot to me. And I know that they're laced wrong, but I think
Actually,
it's
they're laced correctly.
not that one. But anyways, because they were unlaced because I'm pretty sure we tried to sell them, but in order to sell them, you have to take the dog tag out. And you want to give your dog tag away. Like, that's dumb. So, yeah. So I'd like to put it, because I've got all my military stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what I wanted to share with y'all. My combat boots. The combat boots that you go to at that point in time that you went to basic training in were black. You had to learn how to shine your boots.
Hmm.
And
I believe that's still a thing.
is it? I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know what kind of combat boots. I mean, I would hope that you have to learn how to shine your boots. I mean, I feel like that's character building.
Yes. I believe that's still a thing.
You'd have to learn how to keep your boots shined up. And you had a pair of boots that you wore, and then you also had a pair of boots that, oh my gosh, look. Cord management. There's a pair of boots that you would keep shined for like underneath your bunk, because you would have your boots, you'd have your tennis shoes, and then you'd have your shower shoes, and you had to keep them all lined up under your bunk. And the person who had top bunk had one side on, and then the person who had bottom bunk had the other side. And you had the boots that were on your feet, so those boots that were on your feet went into your locker. And then you had your like display boots, because you had two pairs of boots and you were supposed to switch them out.
That shit didn't happen.
No, fuck that. I'm not shining two fucking pairs of boots. Hell no. I shine one pair of boots.
That's it.
That's it. One pair, one time. And then you learn when you get to AIT that there are places on post that you can drop your shoes off to, and they shine that shit for you. Yeah. So I would drop my stuff off. And they would press it too. I'm one hell of an ironer. Get a crease in just about anything.
Mm. Tell me more.
Tell you more. So much more. Yeah. Yeah, because you have to, and then you have to line everything out on your uniform for like all of your medals and all that stuff. And now everything is Velcro.
Everything is Velcro now.
Everything is Velcro. Yeah.
Let's make it easier for everyone now that everybody's got all of this fancy shit.
Yeah. So fun stuff. But yeah, I'm excited to have those back. So I'll probably stuff them with some, preserve tissue paper that's got, the acid free or whatever, and
Yeah.
put them in a shadow box with all my stuff, and I'm proud of them.
You should be.
I'm very happy to have them back. I'm going to continue marching on.
Yes, you are.
I am.
You do every day.
Thank you. Yeah. By the way, those are the smallest boots you can buy at the time.
So they're a little big?
They're a little tiny.
Are they a little big?
No, I think I got lucky. As a matter of fact, I haven't even put them on.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. We'll slip on in. Probably so. I bet your calves are smaller. I don't know why we have a child awake at 3 a.m.
I don't know what could be in there. Shake out your boots.
You shake all the sand out. So, any other veterans watching our show? Thank you for your service.
To that, I want to give y'all another huge piece of advice. If you ever see a Vietnam veteran out in public, they usually wear the hats.
Yes.
I don't want you to walk up to them and tell them thank you for your service. Makes them feel awkward. I want you to go up to them and I want you to tell them welcome home. They weren't welcome home when they came home.
Looks like they fit.
They do fit. They weren't welcome home when they came home. So instead of telling them thank you for their service, because they don't feel like they did anything good, because for so long they were told they never did. So tell them welcome home. And you'll be surprised. You'll probably make a couple of them cry.
Them laces sound crunchy.
They are. They super crunchy. I don't even know. Like
The size is gone.
6.
6.
Oh, this one does. This one does have sand in it. I can feel it.
A little gritty.
It's a little gritty. Yeah.
Guys, I don't think she's taking these off.
Oh,
I think she's wearing them to bed.
No. Oh, am I? There you go. I kind of feel like I want to do that. I got boots. It's my new boots. New boot goofing. These. They feel like home. That's weird. I got tiny feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got tiny hands too.
It makes things look real big.
I'm gonna say real big, like dinosaur size big.
I'm excited for this.
Fun fact.
What
about dinosaurs?
Oh, here we go. You want me to tell it?
Yes, please.
All right. So, you want an insight on how my brain works? I have random questions that fly through my head, and one of the random questions was because okay, I'm just gonna keep going in order. I was like, huh. Because you said something about like donkey dick or something, and I was like, donkey. And then somehow I was like, dinosaurs, dinosaur dick. And I was like, but wait, do we even know how big dinosaur dick is? And you were like, I don't know. And then I think you said something about, yeah, in my pants. And then I was like, but no, I'm serious. Like, I want to know. Oops. Am I still good? Yeah. I want to know, like, how big is one? Well, fossils, like soft tissue isn't going to fossilize.
It's not going to fossil.
Fossil, yeah, whatever.
It's not going to fossilize.
It's not going to fossilize. Fish. I don't even know how to say the word. Anyways,
Fish or fossil.
It's not going to turn into whatever.
It's not going to bone.
No.
The bone's not a bone.
Right. And did you know? Okay, so to that, they honestly they don't know the true size because they've never found one.
All I'm going to say is T-Rex is pissed off for a reason.
Yeah, he actually has one of the smallest. I mean, he's not just pissed off because he can't reach it, but it's like literally not big enough. So they just recently found out within the past like 20 years that they are able to identify a female dinosaur from a male dinosaur because the female dinosaurs actually have a calcium reserve that would actually create the shell of the eggs for dinosaurs. So I was like, oh, fun. I'm full of fun facts now. Look at me go. And
all because of dinosaur dick.
All because of dinosaur dicks. Yes. So the basic dinosaur dick size starts off at 10 inches and goes up to
10 feet.
10 feet.
So T-Rex is pissed off for a reason.
This is only 10 inches.
He got little bitty arms and can't reach his dick.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So
poor T-Rex.
I know. Wouldn't it be crazy if someday they found fossils in the like a mating position?
Yeah. So we had this full-blown conversation last night, looking into every type of dinosaur, even the pteranodon that starts with a P.
It does. PT.
Pteranodon.
Yeah. Pteranodon is actually starts, spell it with a P. Isn't that crazy? Anyways.
And they don't have feathers.
No, they don't. No feathers at all. So it's like
they fly.
But it's more like so it's made more like a bat. Yeah.
They got bat wings.
You're never going to forget that, are you?
They got bat wings.
Yeah, they do.
It's like foreskin. They got foreskin for wings.
Yeah, stretched out. Yeah, they don't look, I mean, and their whole face just looks angry. Anyways. But yeah, we had this whole conversation, and then I was like, hey, Siri, because my phone was on the, magnet charger.
Yeah, then you know me. I've got to wonder what a freaking dinosaur clit size is.
Looked it up. I don't remember the details though. I didn't look that part up. You did.
I didn't even look it up.
Oh.
I was just imagining that you could probably fit about 4 semis in there.
Yeah, probably. I mean, think about the size of some of the eggs that they have found.
I mean, if you're talking about 10 foot,
That's how long it is. How wide was it?
mm,
Was it like a water hose that's 10 foot, or was it like a Mack truck that was 10 foot?
you know,
Because 10
if
feet,
I'm
because it's not always about the length. You gotta have some width.
the
Yes.
Girth
Oh,
Brooks,
geez. Here we go. I'm just saying.
me too. Because look, like these dinosaurs aren't exactly small,
No. And they're
and
not.
neither are their products.
No. Nope.
So I'm just imagining like a horse or a cow. We'll take a cow for instance. So
Or even a horse, really.
cow cooch about that big.
Oh my God. When it's stretched out, they're
I've
having a
worked on
calf.
a farm. No, this is a normal cow cooch about that big.
Okay. All right then.
All right. And I don't know exactly how big that about a foot
Sure.
for a cow.
Okay.
Okay. We're talking about an animal that is like fucking huge.
Yeah. I don't know.
Maybe that dinosaur puss is like 10 feet tall.
Maybe. I don't
Oof.
know.
Ugh.
I don't, like I said, there's no soft tissue that calcifies. So I don't know. So that's why I'm saying, and maybe hopefully one day we'll be able to find two dinosaurs in like a mating position. Like that would be one hell of a way to go out. Like apocalyptic, fucking, you're fucking, and then an asteroid comes and you're like, ah! That would, I mean, that's one hell of a way to go out.
That's the way I'd want to go. Okay. Done. Ultimate explosion.
Jeez. Yeah, that's something else. So yeah, that's how, legit how our bedtime conversations go.
Yes. For real.
Yeah.
So time to decompress. And here we go.
Yeah. One of my favorite things to do. One of my favorite things to do. Like also you're snuggled up, you're like you're on your side, you're getting ready, you're just about ready to doze off, and then I'll come and like snuggle up on you, like acting like I'm gonna be all sweet and everything.
Acting.
Uh-huh. And being all sweet and everything. And then I'm like, guess what, babe? And you're like, what, honey? I'm like, suck my balls.
And what did I say back?
What do you say?
Slurp my balls.
Yeah. It's just one of the random things I like to tell you.
Yeah. Like you got a pair.
Mine are bigger than most.
The most what?
I'm just going to leave it at that.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Are you balding?
I'm not balding, no. But I'm not ballless either. I got more kahunas to do shit in life than I would say at least 25% of men.
I'm gonna say that number is probably larger.
Well, that's okay.
You're very conservative.
I am. I know. There's just things that I don't know, jump with 2 feet and figure it out. No holdbacks. I mean, shit. I mean, I went and signed military paperwork and signed myself up for the military and didn't tell nobody. Did all that shit on my own. And then I made copies of it and sent it to people. And I was like, here you go. That's what I did. We'll see you later. That's what I did. So yeah, I think I'm a little bit more ballsy than most. And I've also find it very hard and difficult.
You've also birthed how many children?
5.
Yeah. One tough cookie.
Mm-hmm.
And what's another one?
I do. Maybe.
It's just a maybe today.
Yeah.
We'll talk again tomorrow.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I do, and then I do, but then I do. I don't know. Like,
And then do I?
yeah, it's a lot of work.
At our age, it is.
You talk like we pity.
Shit, I don't want to have to get my damn walker out to go get him out of the crib.
We won't. We'll get one of those like electric scooter, like electric, like you know how they have like thing that was up the stairs. What's that called? Like the chairlift thing. We'll just get you one of those on a track that like you just slide into, and it like we'll get like these monorail things.
We're gonna
Throughout.
track the whole
Oh
house.
yeah, we'll just track the whole house.
Fuck that.
I mean, we're gonna have to
I'll be
anyways.
damned. No. Mm-mm. Nope. I'm not riding in a damn monorail around the house.
The grandkids would love it. Go get on Grandpappy. He'll give you a ride. Everybody get on.
So fucked up. That is so fucked up.
And I'll get you one of those little train conductor hats. And then I'll get you a yeah, I'll get you one of those.
Welcome to Dinosaur Dick's train ride.
Yeah, and then like I'll get you a shirt that's like says like conductor motherfucker or something. I don't know.
Conductor motherfucker.
Yeah. The motherfucking conductor. I don't know. Something. Then, you know,
get on Grandpa's motherfucking conductor.
Yeah.
It's only for you to ride, baby.
Yeah, okay. But I'll get you something so that you can take all the grandkids around, you know, and then so every room will be on a loop, so you don't have to back up. So your train tracks will like loop all forever around the house.
First of all, no. Second of all,
I already got this shit figured out.
Second of all, no.
I already got it figured out.
Okay.
And then if it's not that, they have ceiling tracks. So if it's not on the floor, you can have them installed for the ceiling.
Can it be attached to? I would do a rope track.
Rope track? What the hell's that?
Yeah, like have a cliffhanger and just put me on a rope system and then send me around the house.
Oh yeah, kind of like they do at the what's
at the trampoline park.
The trampoline park. Yeah. It's like that. It's like that. Yeah. So like when you ultimately is that I'll have to start going and getting like powerlifting because ultimately I see you being the one that's like not getting out of bed. So
thanks.
You're welcome. And I'm thinking like I'm gonna have to because with that like it's a canvas swing and so like you roll your person over and I know all this because of healthcare. Okay, so it's not like I've researched it recently or anything.
Yeah, whatever. You're full of shit. I can see it on your face. You're so full of shit. Your eyes brown.
My eyes are always brown.
Then you're full of shit.
So, it's canvas, and then you click it. You just click it up and slide your ass around the house. Maybe that wouldn't be so bad because then the kids could push you or pull you, or we could train the dog. Could you imagine how fun that would be? That'd be like a I don't know, dog sledding team. A dog sledding team in the house. Yeah. Max pulling you around.
No, Max ain't gonna live that long.
What's to say it can't be Max number 2?
Max 2.0.
Yeah. There ain't nothing wrong with that.
Girl.
What?
Nah. Nah.
You at a very bare minimum have to make it to my school's graduation.
I'll be there.
I know.
I don't care how much pain I'm in. I'll be there.
I know. I'm trying to keep you out of pain, which is why I've come up with either the train tracks or the sky track.
Oh my God.
Because you can put the sky track to where like it legit goes all through the house, and then you can have it to where like it's every room, and like you can even have it like go into
when
like
you hit a door jam.
They cut the door jam. Like they'll reframe your house and reframe your shit.
I want my shit reframed.
Yeah. Or since we're already having this conversation, when we build the house, we'll just have it like
unframed.
A pre-thought. It'll be a pre-thought instead of an afterthought, and it'll already just be an allowance.
I need you to install my train track.
Isn't there a song?
Choo
Isn't there a song?
choo.
Train track?
Yeah, Jelly Roll.
Jelly Roll. That's exactly what I was just thinking about. Yeah. So with the Sky Track, they'll have it to where it'll even take you like into the shower, which is great because then I can just hose you down with a wand.
How you gonna get my ass cracked?
You don't. I'll put a bucket like underneath it, and then I'll dunk you and lift you back up like a carnival.
Got jokes tonight, huh?
Yeah, I do. This is good.
It's not often you have jokes.
I know.
You cry and then you laugh.
Yeah. I gotta find the positivity in everything. Everything. I'm not gonna stay sad for long. It's just the way it is. So yeah, if we have a walk-in shower, I think that's perfect. And then we could probably get it to where like an extra large like urinal thing, so like the toilet's not an issue. Yeah, I really don't see a whole lot of issues. And then if you didn't like sitting, we could do the one where you lay on your belly and you could Superman into everything, every room. You just put your arms up and then you can make the flying sounds like like I think that'd be cool. You'd be happy.
I don't know if y'all are catching my facial expressions, but what the fuck is happening right now? She is planning me to be disabled.
Yeah. It's okay. I mean, I still love you. I still gotta take care of you. But I gotta have a plan.
We start planning when I'm disabled.
No.
Yeah.
No, that's not how I work.
How you twerk?
I am willing to put in a train track or a sky track. I know I'm going to need dunking capabilities in a shower wand. I'm going to need an extra large urinal toilet situation. We're going to need
About a big bathtub.
what do you mean a big bathtub?
That where you dunk my ass at the
Yeah,
bathtub.
but sometimes you're not always going to want a bath. Or maybe like you like and here's the other thing, like sometimes with people who are immobile, you get bed sores. You don't want to submerge a bed sore.
Why not?
That's infection. It's never going to dry out. Ultimately, you're trying to get a bed sore to dry out and heal, and moisture doesn't allow for healing.
Oh, that sounds awful.
It does. It is. There are some very bad bed sores.
I'm pretty sure no.
Okay. So yeah, I like the idea, but maybe one of those like walk-in bathtubs that have like the door on it and like the jets to help with circulation. I think that's a good idea.
You're talking about me like I'm 80. That's 50 years from now.
I'm glad you math. Good job.
I do know how to math.
Way to keep your brain working. I'm proud of you.
I got a lot of shit to deal with.
There was actually a medical journal that I tapped into and I was reading it, and it was talking about
Oh, shit.
it was talking about how
Why are you so awake? You put the coffee down. Put the juice down.
So it was the medical journal was actually talking about the rate of the earlier retirement that you have and staying at home, and then what happens with that dementia wise and the deterioration of the brain because of retirement. And actually what keeps you mentally available is challenging your brain and thought every day. It's true. Where are you going? You're letting people know you're done. You're good. You're good. So yeah, it was actually a really good medical journal, and I had a doctor's appointment, and she and I were talking about it, and it made me want to go look it up and read it. I enjoyed it. So go find it. Talks about, your brain being stagnant, retirement, and you have to keep working your brain or you just lose it. Challenge yourself daily with something. Challenge your kids daily with something. Fail regularly. Bounce back from it. Don't just retire and stay home. Go do something. Go learn something. Have a hobby. You worked for it. And we did a really awesome podcast recently about, when can you retire? Do you think you're going to get to retire? What's retirement going to look like for the 80s babies. What's retirement going to look like for our kids? And is it possible? So we're reaching close to an hour and a half, so we just need to fill 15 more minutes of content. We just need 15 more minutes. Yeah.
Heard that before.
Hmm.
15 more minutes.
Yeah.
Almost there.
Stop.
That's not what you usually say. I thought it was more like keep going.
I usually just say okay.
Is that what you say?
Huh?
Where are you going? Oh, okay. I see. So it's my turn. And I don't know what she was even talking about while I was gone, other than maybe a medical journal. I don't know. So I hope everybody is really enjoying the content. I hope everybody can really see what type of people we are. And honestly, I really hope that you can see how genuine our conversations are with each other. There's nothing fake, there's nothing hidden, there's nothing that we're not willing to share. So I want to encourage everyone to subscribe to the page and also check out our other social media platforms: TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Check it out. I do have a feeling we're going to be getting into giveaway stuff again. We get into giveaway stuff on other platforms,
Yeah.
and it's done pretty well.
Yeah.
I'll sign this guitar, as a matter of fact, if this is something that you guys are interested in. I don't know. But Jen and I both will sign this guitar, and this could even be a giveaway.
Well, there you go.
And then I'll put another one there. So,
I got to get used to signing my new last name.
however, I'm not going to do a giveaway until we reach 1,000 subscribers.
Ooh.
So,
I like that.
the first giveaway will be at 1,000,
Mm-hmm.
and it'll be this.
Cool.
The second giveaway will be at 5,000, and I guarantee you it will be way more than that.
That's awesome, babe. I don't know. I don't know if I'm ready for you to give that away or not.
Why?
Because I remember when we first started dating,
Yep.
you would pick on that. And then I remember when Miles first came home
Yep.
and you played that guitar for our son.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I bet you could talk me into it so long as the person that wins it's going to care for it.
Yeah. So that's where I'm at. And I don't know. Give me some feedback.
You ain't getting my boots.
Wasn't expecting the boots, honey.
I know. I just was putting it out there.
But maybe a hunting trip, maybe
Oh, you know, it'd be really cool
a
too.
fishing trip with us.
Yeah.
Maybe just something with us. Even
Yeah.
that
If,
that 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 is an opportunity in itself, just to spend a weekend with us
oh,
somewhere.
yeah. Yeah. I want to go to the mountains where it's cool. Fuck Texas and being close to hell. I feel like Satan's coming back and he's coming for Texas first.
He's already here.
Oh, God, it's hot. Oh, it's so hot.
How hot is it exactly?
It's hot enough to put biscuits under your titties.
It's too. It's so hot. It's hotter than two rats fucking in a wool sock.
What? Who says that?
People. It's a reference.
Are you people?
I am a people.
Okay.
You ever seen two rats fucking in a wool sock?
No, or I probably would have used the reference.
Well, you ain't lived life.
Oh, I've lived. Okay. Oh,
Sure.
oh yeah.
Oh, sure.
Oh yeah. I'll tell you all about it.
Oh,
You
will you now?
you don't even know. Okay.
Oh, okay now.
Probably gonna offend.
You're going to
some
get
people.
out of hand, aren't you?
I am. I'm gonna start offending people.
Oh, well, you better stop
Well,
that.
I am.
Well, you better stop that shit. Kind of got a little, what is that? Irish.
Kind of like Wisconsin cheese area.
Wisconsin Irish.
Yeah. You want some cheese?
Cheese.
You want the Munster, the cheddar?
I like Munster.
I like Munster cheese too. Gouda?
The Gouda is good.
Gouda is good.
The Boar's Head cheese
Yeah.
is good.
Blue cheese, which you don't like.
I hate blue cheese.
But I do love blue
I
cheese.
freaking hate blue cheese. I can't smell it. Nope. Oh, barf.
It's funny when I eat because I'll go to one of my favorite restaurants in Arlington is Max, and Max puts the blue cheese crumbles on the
I don't
salad.
mind the blue cheese crumbles. It's whenever you have a slice of blue cheese here at the house, and then you lay down in bed and go, makes me want to fucking hurl. Like, what in the fuck was that you just ate?
You are so smell sensitive.
What in the fuck? Like, you came in here earlier, and I'm like, did you just eat a can of beans?
It was
You breathed in my face. I'm like, was that a can of beans? Did you eat a whole fucking can of beans right now?
It was barbecue chips. Golly. It was barbecue chips.
Yes, I do have a sniffer. And I am sensitive. I'm not sensitive. I don't like, it's not like I'm going to throw up.
Yeah.
But my sniffer is on high alert all the time.
Yeah.
Anyways, it's time to wrap this up.
It is. Oh, yeah.
So,
there you go. We are also looking to invite some couples to sit down, have conversations with us. Would love to hear y'all's story.
Local, non-local, whatever it is.
Yeah. Tell us your story. That's what we want to know. But
or if you have a YouTube podcast channel and you would like for us to join yours, we're all about that too.
Absolutely.
So here we are, putting ourselves out there yet again.
Yep. I want to light that candle next time.
Which one?
This one and this little wire thing.
Oh. Well, I don't know if we can go live like that.
Live like what?
Do that again.
I want to light that candle. I want to light the candle. Okay.
Is that your catfish face?
Yeah.
Well, get outside of the mic so everybody can see it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm going to light that candle next time. You can't see it in this shot, but you can see it in the next one.
I gotta be honest, I don't like the face.
I know you don't. I like surprising you with it.
I can't do it either.
You can't. And you thought that I couldn't talk and do it. You thought I had.
This is my version.
You look like
I'm constipated.
You look like one of the characters from Harry and the Hendersons. Oh goodness.
Anyhow, so yeah, the guitar, it'll have signatures on it.
Cool.
Be and I'll put the first 1,000th, the actual person that is the 1,000th person. I'll write their name on it to them. Yeah.
Oh, cool. That's a really cool idea. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Yeah.
Win yourself a little guitar.
And maybe when we get the 1,000 plaque, we'll take a picture with the plaque plus the
I don't
signature.
think 1,000 gets a plaque anymore.
Maybe not. I don't know.
They used to back in the day.
Whatever you get. I don't know.
I don't think you really get anything.
Maybe I'll take a picture of that we're at 1,000 and this was the person and put it with the guitar.
I
Whatever.
don't. I don't.
I'll authenticate it somehow.
Yeah. Somewhere.
So, baby.
You ready to fade me out?
Okay.
So awkward. Fade me out, baby.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.